So I'm also practicing that. If I say any new words, I just write it on some papers and stick it in my room. Whenever I see that word, I just practice myself. But these things also I can do. But sometimes I stuck with
Hmm.
my. How do you learn English language? What are the difficulties do you get when you started to talk in English?
Well, I am English. I'm
Huh.
British English.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I just live in Italy. Yeah, I was
That's.
born in the UK. Yeah. Hi, it's Chris.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Manu. Manu.
Okay, Mano. Yeah, Mano, it's great to meet you. And where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from India.
Ah, excellent. Okay,
Yes.
good, good, good.
Yeah, can you tell about
Whereabouts in India?
yourself?
In the north? Sorry?
Can you tell about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm from UK, from London, but now I live in Italy.
Oh, okay, very
Yeah.
nice.
Do you know Italy?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Oh, okay,
okay. And
then,
can you tell me why you're?
yes, coming to the
Yeah.
point. I'm an English teacher working in a Maldives.
Ah, you're a teacher.
Yes,
Okay. In the Maldives. Oh,
yes,
nice.
yes,
Okay.
yes. It's a really
What
very
what
beautiful
what, uh, what do
country.
you teach?
English,
What do you teach?
English.
Ah, yeah. Okay, that's excellent. Okay, good. And who
Yeah.
do you teach English to?
To the students, children.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What sort of age do you teach?
Yeah, for the students, grade 7, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Actually,
Good.
I have some problem in my English language. I cannot
Mm-hmm.
talk fluently like a native speakers. So that is my
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you want to improve your fluency.
Yes, sure. That's my point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How do you practice English?
Can you tell me again?
How do you practice English?
Yeah, every day, 30 minutes or 40 minutes, just reading some
Mm-hmm.
comprehend activities and writing
Mm-hmm.
practice. And sometimes I just used to speak in English for my speaking language skill.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a
And
bad
like
memory also. I
sorry.
just I just have a bad memory. So often I just forget my vocabulary and sometimes I stuck in my
Mm-hmm.
speaking to express that meaning of the word. So that's my problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I will do, and when I prepare my lessons, I just go through some words and just finding out the meanings and use some objectives. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's useful to actually make an appointment with yourself in a
Oh,
diary
okay.
at a specific time, like
Hmm.
a lesson with yourself. And you
Okay.
say, okay, this is my English time. Now I'm going to study something very specific. And it may be, like a reading
Hmm.
resource. And you want to actually practice something very specific with that reading resource. So you can say, okay, I'm going to look at the structure they use, the grammatical structure in this reading.
Hmm.
I'm going to look for some new words.
Hmm.
And I'm going to understand how to use those words and also maybe understand if there are any other word formations of that word, an
Hmm.
adjective, a noun, an adverb, a prefix, a suffix. And then very quickly you're expanding your vocabulary very quick, in a very efficient and fast way.
Yeah.
That's something I recommend my learners, and it's a great idea because you can look back, after 1 month
Hmm.
and see exactly what you did every day for that month.
Yes, I'm also practicing that. If I say any new words, I just write it on some papers and stick it in my room. Whenever I see that word, I just practice myself. But these things also I can do. But sometimes I stuck with
Mm-hmm.
my speech, and when I speak to the students, I just stuck and forget that
Mm-hmm.
meaning, and I cannot express that very easily.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. What sort of things do you get stuck on?
Yeah, some new words that That's meaning I don't know that. Even my students are so brilliant. Even 5th grade students,
Mm-hmm.
they talk very nicely in English
Mm-hmm.
language. But I have that much fluency. I can manage them. I can teach them easily. But I don't want this much level. I just go little ahead, like a native speaker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, sure. Hmm. Okay, and like these new words, where do they come from? Do they come from the students, or do they come from like
Yeah,
material that
yeah.
you are presenting?
Yes, it's from book material.
Sorry?
It's from material books.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, and like when you're doing this kind of lesson, you research all the words in the lesson too.
Yes, in a lesson I just search and Google also I can do that. But in the classroom I cannot use a cell phones. So that's my problem. So I have to before we have to prefer all the materials and do all the things for the
Sure.
students.
Yeah, I mean, like, the preparation you need to do before the lesson
Yes.
is the best way to avoid any sort of surprises or or situations where you may be caught out by a word that you don't know.
Yes. And thank you so much.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
another one thing I want to discuss with you about the pronunciation.
Sure.
That pronunciation is very differ from my place to this place and this place to your place. Really very different. So how can I overcome this kind of a pronunciation problem?
It depends. You want to sound more natural, or but still maintaining your accent, or would you like to have more of a British English accent?
Yes, accent. Really, exactly right. Because when I studied in my school, I studied in a local language. So they just used to say the word public. Public.
Mm-hmm.
They just taught me
Yeah.
public. But it's a public.
Mm-hmm.
It's a public.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, likewise. Sometimes I do not get that kind of a pronunciation. So what should I do for improving that kind of a pronunciation and accent?
I think it's a great idea to be able to follow classes here on Cambly, and people can correct your pronunciation and work also on accent neutralization. So still maintaining your Indian accent. You can focus more on pronouncing some of those words and sounds with more clarity, with more emphasis. I think that's probably the best way to actually ask tutors to help you with your pronunciation in a class through reading or actual pronunciation drilling. So I often search for common pronunciation issues for speakers, English speakers who are from India or Asia, and that can be useful. So
Yeah.
that type of
Yeah, that's
search will get you a lot of tips as well.
yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. And how do you learn
Yeah.
English language?
I'm sorry?
How do you learn English language? What are the difficulties do you get when you started to talk in English?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I am English.
Huh.
I'm British English.
Huh.
Yeah, I just live in Italy. Yeah, I was
That's-
born in the UK. So,
Yeah, really, man.
I only had difficulties when I was very young.
Because we are here struggling to learn English language. Everyone say that it's really very cool language, but still we are just
Yeah.
getting a struggle.
Yes. No, it's true. But you're doing well. It's you have a very clear accent. It's a very good accent too. So
Okay.
yeah, you're doing good. Good
Then-
luck.
yeah,
Okay.
how is my
And,
English?
Mano,
Okay.
yeah.
How is
Sorry?
my English? Is this nice or
Your
okay?
English is, your English accent is very good. I'm very impressed. Yeah, it's very clear, and I understand you very well, and you've got a good vocabulary too. So, but we'll chat soon, Manu. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.